Learn how to solve equations that involve multi-steps. They may involve combining like terms, they may involve doing the distributive property, they may involve more than one operation. In this problem, I will take the distributive property and combining like terms and apply them. The first thing I have to do is I have to evenly distribute this 4 into my parentheses. I have to distribute it here, and I have to distribute it over here. So I can rewrite my equation as 9 plus 4x plus 4 equals 25. Now I can combine my like terms. 9 and 4 are like terms. 9 plus 4 is 13. 13 plus 4x equals 25. Now I have a two-step equation. My goal is to get this unknown value by itself. So I can subtract 13 on both sides. 13 minus 13 cancels out. I'm left with 0. I bring down my 4x. Okay? And 25 minus 13 is 12. I know 0 plus 4x is simply 4x. I know 4x is equal to 12. Now I'm left with a one-step equation. Once I have my one-step equation, I can divide by 4 on each side. 4 divided by 4 cancels out, leaving me with x equals 3. Now I can check my work. I can take my answer 3 and plug it back into my original equation. So I would have 9 plus 4 times 3 plus 1 equals 25. I have to follow order of operations. Order of operations tells me to do parentheses first, which would be 4. So I have 4 times 4 plus 9 equals 25. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 plus 9 equals 25. 9 plus 16 is 25. 25 equals 25. My equation checks. Let's take a look at another example. I have 19a minus 3 times the quantity a minus 6 equals 66. My goal is to find out what the value of a is. What I can do is I can start by using my distributive property to distribute everything in evenly. Now notice, the difference between this problem and the previous problem is now I am taking the quantity -3. There is a -3 outside of my distribution. So what I have to do is I have to evenly distribute this entire amount in. Well, let's do that. I have -3 times a and -3 times the 6. Now notice, this is a -6. So let's rewrite my equation. This comes down as 19a. Now I have -3 times a, which is -3a. And then I have -3 times a -6, which is a positive 18. Make sure you pay attention to these negative signs. They can really make your problem wrong if you don't. And I bring down my 66. Now I have to combine my like terms again. Well, what is the same? Well, I have variables that are the same, 19a and 3a. These can be combined together. 19a minus 3a can combine to equal 16a. So I have 16a plus 18 equals 66. This is a two-step equation. Once I have this two-step equation, I can subtract 18 on both sides, because that is the inverse operation. I'm left with 16a equals 66 minus 18. 66 minus 18 is 48. Now I'm left with a one-step equation. I have multiplication. The inverse of multiplication is division, so I'm going to divide both sides by 16. A equals 3. Well, let's check to see if that's a true statement. I have the equation 19 times 3 minus 3 times 3 minus 6 equals 66. Well, first let's do my parentheses. 3 minus 6 is -3. All right, so I have 19 times 3 minus 3 times -3 equals 66. My next step is multiplication. Well, I have two sets of multiplication. I can do 19 times 3, which is 57. And then I have a negative 3 times a negative 3. Well, that becomes a positive 9 equals 66. 57 plus 9 is 66. 66 equals 66. My solution checks.